What's up, weirdos? It's Thursday. I'm Christopher, and as always, I'm joined by...
I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Sarah.
And this podcast is for weirdos.
Christopher, what are we speaking about today?
What are we talking about, brother?
We're talking about Thylacines.
What's that?
Ooh. What? Okay. Do you know what... Do you know anything about Thylacines?
Nope.
I do. A little bit.
A little bit.
They're Tasmanian tigers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that they have cryptid status because they're allegedly extinct, but also allegedly no, they're not. And so that's what makes them a cryptid.
Yeah.
Because, fun fact, people, something that used to exist and is by science defined as extinct, but by human eyeballs has still been seen. That's a cryptid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know, that's what I know. And I've watched like a couple, I think there's a couple of episodes of Destination Truth where they try to go find them, which is Josh Gates' first show that he did on Sci-Fi. And I think that they did like a whole hunt for them.
That's cool.
And they're in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Is where they are allegedly still out and about. That's all I got for you.
Cool. So...
I know as much of the sentence that we read on the tarot deck last night.
Excellent. Very good. So, like Sarah said, they're also called Tasmanian tigers, also called Tasmanian wolves.
Them got stripes though.
They do got stripes.
That's a tiger.
However, not a tiger, not a wolf.
I know.
Neither of those. It's a marsupial.
They're a possum?
Yeah. Okay. So for editing,
Or are they a mushroom?
they're a mushroom. For editing, can you put a picture up on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So for viewers, the image on the screen. For those who follow us on social media, go look there. For listeners only, I'm going to paint you a word picture. Okay, everybody, close your eyes and open your imagination.
Me and Mackenzie are also getting the word picture because he hasn't shown us anything.
Okay, imagine a dog.
Dog.
The dog is a mutt.
Okay.
It has weenie dog somewhere in there. So it's got kind of a long body.
Short leg, long.
It's a medium-sized dog, bigger than a beagle, smaller than a lab.
Okay.
Short-haired and lean like a greyhound. The
Okay.
dog is tan. It's just like a super regular brown dog kind of color.
Okay.
It's got a lighter like underbelly and neck and under the chin.
Uh-huh.
The tail is not the light color, and it's not the dark color either. The tail is either like a dark brown or black, and it's not a fluffy tail.
Just sleek tail.
Yeah, it's a sleek tail.
Sleek tail like a
Like a cat or like a
lab?
Like a
Kind of like a lab.
a
is it
pointer?
like Bellamy's tail?
You like a pointer. More like a pointer.
So
Okay.
whippy tail.
In shape,
Okay.
not necessarily in motion. So it is either dark brown or black, and it's long. It starts a little bit thicker, and it tapers gradually, but it is a long tail. Like the tail is just about as long as the body is.
That's a big dog tail.
And it's stiff. It's a stiff tail. It does side to side motions. It does not do up and down motions. So think like dinosaurs in
Sweep tail.
yeah. And it's stiff, very much like a kangaroo's tail.
Okay.
And it sticks like straight out, almost like some dinosaurs, like theropods, like Velociraptor, T-Rex type, straight out the back. It's got a deeper jaw and a thick rostrum compared to a typical dog.
What's a rostrum?
Like the area in front of the eyes, so like the mouth and nose.
The muzzle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Used fancy word.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what this means. Someone else won't know what it means.
Correct. But unlike dogs, the like upper lip is not super loose.
Okay.
It's tight up there. It's
Yeah.
No getting out them teethers.
no getting out them teethers just by lifting up its lip.
No getting at them teethers.
No, I'm not. No getting out them teethers.
The mouth opens extremely wide, like
Rah.
Mackenzie, did you open your mouth too?
Yeah.
Iconic.
probably close to like a 70-degree angle.
Oh.
Like it opens wide,
Like unhinged like a snake.
like a snake.
Jesus Christ. We've closed our eyes and we've melded into one being.
The head is just slightly too big for the rest of the animal.
I love that.
Large
Like
noggin.
It looks just a little bit photoshopped, where you're like, well, the scaling is a little bit off, but like I can believe that's real. It's got a thick, short neck, similar to a lion or big cat.
It's Harrison in dog form.
Doggison.
Got forward-facing eyes.
Predator.
A white stripe directly below and above the really dark eyes, so like touching the.
It's the war paint.
Yeah, it's the war paint. But almost like a cat eye shape, in white
Drag queen.
around the eyeballs. But it also has a black stripe that runs, like through both corners of the eye.
It's
Onto the rostrum.
eyeliner.
Yeah,
It's an extra goth drag queen eyeliner.
correct.
Iconic.
It's got similar color to the tail, dark brown or black fur on the like snout, all the way up to the eyes, fading into the rest of the like the light tan.
Yeah.
Its ears are the same darker brown, and it's got a white stripe on the outside edge of the ear.
Are they pointed ears, rounded ears?
We're gonna get into
Okay,
it.
good.
Floppy.
I was gonna be like, what are these? Talk to me about these ears.
So the ears go straight up, and the tips kind of curve out. So from head on, they look like small little pointy ears.
Cute.
From the side, you're like, oh, those are rounded, kind of funny shaped ears. They've got real wide paws. If it was a dog, you'd go, oh, he's just a puppy. He's gonna get real big.
gonna get real big.
I just smacked the shit out of my microphone. So sorry.
Chris told us to close our eyes.
I was like, I guess I was close enough to my microphone.
Their front paws, little white toe tips, like they just like
They got little beans.
they got little beans.
Do they wear socks?
Not quite socks, but like they touched a little bit of white paint with their feet. And so their back legs, the like ankles / hocks of the back legs, are really low to the ground.
Ooh.
They're not touching like a rabbit or a kangaroo's would be,
Yeah.
but they're way lower than like
They're
a dog's.
spring loaded.
Yeah.
They gonna jump.
And they are definitely used sometimes to lengthen like the foot. So like sometimes they do put that all the way down.
No like.
And so the most striking part of this animal is they have a section of black horizontal stripes in a patch that begins just behind the shoulders and ends at the base of the tail. And the stripes all end in points. They don't fork. They're straight stripes. And none of the stripes go past about a third of the depth of the body.
Interesting.
There's your word picture.
Beautiful. I've got it.
You've got it. You see the critter.
I can see the critter. I've also seen a picture of one before. But yeah, good. This is a good word picture, bud.
Thank you.
You have painted me quite good a picture of a little weird wolf.
I spent probably
Fox
15
thing.
minutes writing that up, like looking at a video and going, okay.
Proud of you.
So that if anybody
My
is like,
eyeballs.
I don't really want to go look it up, they can at least listen to that and be like, okay, I think I know what that looks like.
Yeah. If you're watching the video podcast,
You're seeing
you're
a picture
looking
of
at
it.
a picture of it.
You can judge Christopher's word picture.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great though.
So they are
Nah.
carnivores. They were the largest marsupial carnivore. Now that title falls to Tasmanian devils,
Right.
which are like pug-sized.
Which are really just rodents of unusual size scaled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into what a marsupial is, just so everybody's on the same page.
Got it.
So they've got all of the same things as a mammal. So they've got mammary glands. They've got 3 middle ear bones. They have true hair. They have bones. And then we get into the differences.
They have pouch.
They have pouch.
They have pouch.
with mammary gland.
You have purse.
You have
They have
purse.
purse.
They
They
have-
do have purse.
They have pouch.
They do not have bone kneecaps. They only have cartilaginous kneecaps.
Me too, brother. But mine's not because I was born that way.
They have something called an epipubic bone. So it is a bone that extends from the front of the hips, the hip girdle, up towards the ribs
They have
on both sides. So like a V if you're looking straight on at the pelvis.
So they basically have a built-in pre-corset corset.
Yeah,
They snatched.
they snatched. So marsupials, their young are born underdeveloped. So like you've probably seen, like
A joey.
a little jelly bean that
Yeah.
is like a baby kangaroo, and they're born.
Are echidnas marsupials?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I'm sorry, I misspoke. They are the only other egg-laying mammal other than
Platypipal.
Okay.
platypus.
Okay.
Platypus.
Platypipal?
It's what came
Fuck.
out of my mouth.
Sorry, I just know that baby echidnas also look like gummy bears.
Yes.
Like they don't look like real life entities yet.
They're egg-laying mammals.
Okay.
One other interesting thing about marsupials that distinguishes them from mammals and other kinds of animals is the lack of communication between the right and left brain hemispheres.
Neat.
That is so neat, and I didn't know that.
Your brain don't talk to itself.
So are
Yeah.
marsupials not mammals? I thought they were a
No.
type of mammal.
They may have.
Mammalian features.
So I think
We're cousins.
we're like cousins.
Okay.
So like at some point there was a shared ancestor.
Right.
And then that shared ancestor became
Right.
different
Right.
and started doing weird shit, and
Right.
those became marsupials.
Gotcha. Understood.
So where are they? They are native to Australia, Tasmania, and New Guinea. In New Guinea and Australia, allegedly they died out about 3,600 to 3,200 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and so they were just in Tasmania for a really long time. The dingo pops up in the fossil record about the time that Tasmanian tigers disappear.
So it seems like they might have been
Outcompeted. Yeah.
You're a dingo.
You're a dingo.
You know what? A dingo ate my baby.
Holy shit.
Should have kept better eye on your baby.
But dingoes never reached Tasmania because it's an island.
It is an island. So is Australia. It's just a really big one.
Yeah, it's just a big island.
Continental island.
Continental island.
And so prior to European settlement, about 5,000 Thylacines still existed on Tasmania. The population was about 5,000.
Okay. So before white people,
Yes.
it was about 5,000.
Mhm.
White people are the problem.
Correct.
Yep.
So at the beginning of the 19th century, these Tasmanian tigers were perceived as a threat to livestock of farmers, which wasn't inaccurate.
Right. It's like wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves, foxes.
One specific thing that I read from the son of somebody who was a tiger hunter is that
I
these
don't know why that's such a silly title. to
it's
me.
so silly, but there's a lot of people
Tiger.
that they were like, yeah, my dad was a tiger hunter.
Where's the Netflix documentary?
I would like one.
Tiger
Tiger
King,
King.
Tiger Hunter.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, they were really vicious hunters. And they didn't necessarily want the meat part of the animals. It wanted to eat the guts.
Mm.
Yeah, icky. And so like they were really brutal in their killings of animals.
Were they like were they scavengers by nature or were they hunters?
They're hunters.
Okay, because it's just interesting that they were like, no, organ meat.
Because like
Organ meat.
scavengers
Yeah.
are usually
Yeah,
after
organ meat feels scavengy.
Right.
But
You
you
know,
know, they're like, no, I'm killing you to eat your organs.
Yeah.
I don't care if you die naturally. I'm killing you to eat your organs.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. But so they were perceived as a threat to the livestock of farmers, and
things were coming after my guts.
yeah,
threat.
fair enough. There's been no record of them attacking humans,
Well, that's
so
good.
like that wasn't ever a threat to people.
Yeah, it was just the livestock.
Yeah,
We don't got enough guts.
we don't gotta. We fight too hard.
Yeah.
Sheep are a lot easier
They're
to
a lot
fight.
easier to get the guts out of.
Yeah.
gotta get through all the fur, the fuzz.
Go through the
Yeah.
tummy.
Yeah, they're still tiny.
But I mean, they have hot weather sheep, and so
It's less fuzz.
they're more hair sheep than wool sheep. Bah. So there were bounties.
Title list for this episode is gonna be long.
There were bounties introduced for these critters. So in 1830, the Van Diemen, Diemen,
Okay.
Diamond, the Van Diemen's Land Company, to protect its sheep, offered a bounty of 5 shillings for a male, 7 shillings for a female, and appointed a Tiger Man as a full-time tracker.
Tiger Man.
So I did the
That was my
math.
nickname in high school.
Fuck yeah. I did the math to calculate what 5 shillings and 7 shillings would be in US dollars today. It'd be $16.55 for a male and $22.89 for a female.
That's not nearly enough money.
No. Like it's not.
But the rednecks would be out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're not just gonna get one.
You know, and so 58 years later, in 1888, the government increased the bounty to I deleted the like shillings amount.
Okay, but what was the equivalent? Did you keep the American?
I keep the American equivalent
Okay, so it's just
to $45.36 for every adult, and then 10 shillings, which is $22.51 for every pup,
So probably 20 shillings.
so 20 shillings for an adult.
which I think is a
Roughly.
pound. I think 20 shillings is a pound, if I remember my research correctly.
Sure. I don't know.
So the Tasmanian government bounty scheme produced 2,184 skins.
There were only 5,000 of them when white people moved in.
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
That is the estimated amount.
They were estimated to be about 5,000. So we've killed about half.
Yeah, and so people have talked about like, oh well, the what was popular to do with the skins was to make like trench coats, which is not true. The most popular usage of these coats was to make rugs.
like every other game critter.
Yeah, like a deer rug,
Or a cow
a
rug.
cow rug,
A bear rug.
rugs.
A bearskin rug.
Yeah.
Classic.
But so a rug made of 8 thylacines that was originally bought for £3. September 7th, 2002 was sold for £135,000,
Jesus.
which is, I also did the math to what that is today in USD, because even though, yes, we were alive, inflation has been crazy
Yeah.
between then and now. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to adjust all of the numbers to what it is today. So that £135,000 in 2002 is $324,151.03 in today USD.
$300,000
I
for a
could
thylacine.
buy
rug.
a semi-shitty house for that much money.
Yeah.
300? You can almost buy this house for that much money.
Pretty decent amount of money.
This house was $475 when we bought it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, the, like, median house is, like, $300,000 right now.
Now, yeah. Well, we bought this 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
When we bought it, it was $470, I think.
Yeah. It's probably worth a shit ton more now.
Well, it's not worth any more. Money is worth less.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Looping back to our thylacines.
Correct.
The last known, confirmed, 100%.
That's a
This is a thylacine, and we know it, and it's absolutely one of them. Died in 1936 in the Hobart Zoo.
It was in a zoo.
Yeah, Hobart Zoo in Tasmania, and its name was Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Benjamin was a girl.
Hell yeah!
Even better. I love her. Benji.
I personally
Benjamina.
don't think that they knew that Benjamin was a girl.
Mina.
I think because it was after that somebody has in recent years looked at the videos and been like,
That's a girl.
hang on. Hang on a second.
That's okay.
That's
What
okay.
What a baby.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Benjamin.
And so
Cute.
Benjamin died from pleuropneumonia on
Oh.
September 7th of 1936.
Poor baby girl.
And now September 7th is National Threatened Species Day
Aw.
in Benjamin's honor.
Tasmania.
But
Cute.
it caused
A ruckus.
no stir. It didn't make a single newspaper. Nothing.
She died and was the last one that died?
Yeah,
No one cared.
no one cared.
No one cared about Benjamin?
Correct.
No one cared about Benjamin, or by way of Benjamin, the extinction of an entire species, allegedly?
So that is the last known death.
Right.
But there were many stories about people being like, yeah, no, they're still fucking here eating my fucking sheep
Right.
long after Benjamin had died.
Right.
And so Benjamin was the last one in captivity.
Okay.
And she was the last one that we know for a fact
Died.
was like, this is a thylacine. We have proof that it is alive because we can see it.
Yeah.
Um,
I can look at that thylacine and be like, that's a thylacine.
Yep.
And then I can look at that thylacine corpse and be like, well,
It's dead now.
it's dead now.
But so the corpse was thrown away. It was not taxidermized or preserved in any way, shape, or form. There are a handful of others that have been taxidermied and like preserved in some way.
I'm
They're
annoyed at this zoo.
yeah, I mean it's a small zoo
I know, but I'm still annoyed
from
at
the
it.
30s.
I'm still annoyed at this zoo.
Yeah,
That baby deserved better.
absolutely.
She
You know.
deserved better than this.
And like our zoos take way better care of animals now, in especially even in death. Like they're like, no, we're going to do something in this animal's memory, even if the corpse is disposed of.
Right.
There is some memory kept alive
Yeah.
of the animal. But the only kind of remains we have of Benjamin are a 62-second clip of black and white film taken. And there's no sound. It is just black and white film.
Yeah. Well, it's from the 30s.
Yeah.
So.
That's what they had.
Yeah. And so the species is thought to have died out completely sometime in the 1960s. So about 30 years later
Okay.
after her death.
Poor Benjamin.
And so we've already kind of covered the like, why are we talking about an animal that like we know for sure existed and is just extinct? Well, sometimes they're not extinct.
Yeah. Like our boy.
The coelacanth.
The coelacanth!
They were thought to be extinct, rediscovered by fishermen off the coast of Africa and the West Indian Ocean. And I learned doing this research that there's two species. There's the West Indian Ocean coelacanth discovered in 1938. It's black with white spots. And there's the Indonesian coelacanth that was discovered in the 1990s. And
Oh my God, so was I.
and it is brown with white spots. So like there are 2 different species that are still around of these coelacanths.
Yeah, and the thing with the coelacanth was for a while it was like considered a cryptid because it was like all of these people in India and Indonesia, like these places that have them, were like, no, we see those all
It's
the
like
time.
we see those,
and most people were like, oh, it's like the people in South America who see a dinosaur. It's not a dinosaur, it's something else, and it's like, excuse you, that's Mokele and Mbembe. You put honor on his name.
Yeah.
That's Africa, babe.
Who will get no? Mokele and Mbembe is in South America.
I thought it was in Africa.
That's in Africa. Do you not remember Greg and Dana's
No, I do.
safari?
You're right. It's the Congo. I'm a liar.
Yep. You're a liar. A liar
There's
and a
another
cheat.
one. Then there is another one that's supposed to be in the Amazon. Like there's another
dinosaur.
alleged dinosaur. Anyway, like
So
these people would see coelacanths and it's like, oh, it's a cryptid
yeah,
because they don't know what they're talking about.
right.
And it's like, but people are seeing it, so it's
You know,
clearly around.
like they're kind of like ghosts. Like these animals that it's like, no, Western science has declared them dead and extinct.
right.
But people are still seeing them.
Western science don't know shit sometimes.
Sometimes Western science don't know shit.
And that sometimes is coelacanth.
Coelacanth, and then also Attenborough's long-beaked echidna.
There's another one.
They were described and collected for the first time in 1961, and they were not seen again until 2023. And it was footage from a trail cam in the Cyclops Mountains of Indonesia that they were located again, and people were like, wait, what the fuck?
It's one of those.
It's one of them guys. We also have the Chacoan peccary, which is a pig. Thought to be long extinct, like only paleontological
Fuck! I was so confident because I know how to say it.
Paleontological?
Yes, thank you. Only fossils remained of
Why didn't
these
you
pigs.
just say it that way?
Because I have paleontological in my notes, and I
to
looked
sing
at
it.
it and I tried it and I went, oh no, too many letters. But so there were only fossils left for a long time, and in 1971, a team of biologists all went to the Chaco region of Argentina because
They want
the locals knew. They were like, well, we
We
fucking see them all the time. Like, that's not a weird. They're here. They're present. They're not a fossil. They're
Here they are.
here causing mischief. And so
You're causing mischief.
yeah, they
Those poor
quote-
pigs out there just trying to live life.
yeah, they quote discovered them living in the Chaco region of Argentina.
Piggies. Oink, oink.
We've got the Cuban Solendon. It is a nocturnal venomous mammal, similar to a shrew. In 1970, they were declared extinct. In 1974, another one was discovered in a national park.
I love how close together those are. Because the other ones are usually like, oh, it was a long time.
It was a while,
like
yeah.
the coelacanth was like, oh, yeah, they went extinct during like the Victorian era. Or like they had been extinct. Like we discovered fossils of them. And we're like, wow, crazy old fish. And then it's like,
crazy.
it's the 30s. Here's a fish.
Here's a fish.
That one's like 4 years later. We were like, shit, we were wrong.
Shit. There's another one. And so
That seems like somebody whose job it was to go out and count them.
We
Just
forgot to
didn't
look
do their
here.
job.
yeah,
Sorry.
They didn't like. They sent.
it's like we looked at.
Sorry, men who listen to this podcast. They sent a man to look, and somebody
Yeah.
just like opened the door to the forest and was like, "Well, I don't see any," and closed the door.
Yeah.
And there were like 4 hidden underneath a blanket.
Yeah.
Sorry. Where's the ketchup? It's in the door.
It's in the door of the fridge,
What about the other door?
and it's like, what do you mean it's in the door of the fridge? If I have to come look for it, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah. And so for all of these reasons where it's like, no, we've had a bunch of different animals that seemingly have come back to life, where it's like, no, we just missed them. Like, our like scientific net isn't
Cast correctly.
cast correctly, isn't a fine enough net.
Isn't big enough.
Yeah.
The holes are too big. They're falling out.
Yeah. The Thylacine has had many, 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 many unconfirmed sightings. Some of them dubious. Some of them not very good.
Dubious.
Some of them suspicious.
Dubious.
Don't
but
be suspicious.
Don't
be
be
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So since Benjamin's death in 1936, there have been more than 4,000 sightings.
In what year?
1936.
So almost 100 years?
In almost 100 years, there have been over 4,000 sightings.
That checks out. That maths.
Yeah. Somebody did math, and I don't know how they did their math, but it's a cool stat anyways.
Somebody did math.
That's
how I feel at work.
Somebody calculated that 1 out of every 3 Tasmanians has a story about seeing a thylacine.
I mean, you just take the number of sightings, divide it by the number of people.
Well, yeah, but like
There you
today versus yesterday versus 20 years ago,
Doesn't matter.
that number, I feel like, because like somebody who saw one in the 50s might not be around now.
Unless they were a child.
Unless they were a child,
They're
but
only
like
70 if they were around in the 50s as a
sure,
child.
But if they were an adult,
Yeah, fair.
What's his name? Still kicking at 94.
sure,
Yeah.
He was born in
like,
the 30s.
It's-
Gillen's still out here.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible.
It's possible,
but like
it's not probable.
right, like
Or it's
they-
not. It's like the people who were seeing it in the 30s after Benjamin died.
yeah,
Like they
the-
had to have been little bitty to
Yeah.
still be around.
and there's different kinds of like, well, how many of the whatever. So
it is. I understand why your math is like.
Where you're like, I
Meh.
don't understand this math.
yeah, it's like
How'd they math this? How'd they do this?
yeah, it's curious math.
Somewhere.
Poor K math.
So we're gonna talk about a couple sightings. A number of sightings, actually. I have more than I thought I did.
Got Skelly boy.
Gotta scroll back to. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Narding sighting.
Oh, that's your duck.
The what?
Narding.
Narding,
Narding.
yeah, 2
You're
A's.
Narding.
Naarding.
Nar.
Nar.
Arnar.
Oh no. In March 1982, somewhere in western Tasmania, this
Somewhere.
wildlife ranger, Hans Narding, was asleep in his truck.
Why are you asleep in your truck?
He's doing wildlife ranger shit.
Taking a nap.
I feel like wildlife rangers are supposed to be awake in their trucks.
Well, if he's pulled over, taking a nap, so
Take a
he
little
can
nappy poo.
wake up and go do wildlife ranger shit.
There you go.
He woke up at 2 a.m. and it was dark and it was raining. And so he switched on his flashlight and just kind of scanned the area and, quote, as I swept the beam around, it came to rest on a large thylacine, standing side on some 6 to 7 meters distant. I decided to examine the animal carefully before risking movement. It was an adult male in excellent condition with 12 black stripes on a sandy coat. Eye reflection was pale yellow. It moved only once, opening its jaw and showing its teeth.
Rawr.
Rawr.
You shined a light on it and it went, ah.
It went, what
It's
are
like,
you doing?
It's like when I turn the bathroom light on for the cats, and they're like, "What the fuck?
Hello? Yeah.
That's what that thylacine did.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you turn the light on?"
I do appreciate that he's a wildlife ranger, so he went, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to keep looking at it.
I'm going to keep
Not
looking
gonna take
and
the
I'm
light
going
off of
to
it.
write down exactly what I've seen.
right. And so his sighting was kept secret. For 15 months.
So
That's a
he
long
didn't tell
time.
anybody?
He did tell people, but
Okay.
he did not tell
It was not
The public.
publicized.
It was not publicized.
Okay.
So it was told to like Tasmania's Parks and Wildlife Service.
His boss.
And they conducted intense surveys of the area to try to find evidence of the sighting.
As they should.
Because at this point, it's been almost 50 years
Right.
since Benjamin died.
It's Benjamin.
And so they went, holy shit, you saw one?
50 years AB.
Yeah. And so
After Benjamin.
nothing came of it. They didn't find anything. And so after those 15 months and like intense searching, it was publicized and allegedly pandemonium broke out. Everybody and their mother was like, holy shit, what happened?
They didn't give a shit when Benjamin died.
Correct.
But this guy maybe sees one, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And so
Justice for Benjamin.
within a week, Narding had television crews and
Poor dude.
journalists and all sorts of things on his doorstep from places as far as Japan, Argentina, and Europe. And, quote,
That's crazy.
I started to hide. I couldn't do my work. If I'd known before what was going to happen, I would have kept my trap shut. Make no mistake, I was thrilled to have seen a thylacine. It will always be a red letter day, but it was also a curse. And Narding left Tasmania shortly afterwards.
I
Sounds
get
like
it.
he's not a liar.
Yeah, that
Sounds like he's a truther.
sounds like a truther.
That does sound like a truther. Guys, I think this man's a truther. I think he's out here telling truths.
He's out here telling truths.
He's not out here hoaxing people.
He's not hoaxing. He's not out here like, oh, I did it because I wanted fame. He's like, I can't do my job.
I'm gonna leave.
Go away.
Yeah,
I'm leaving the
leaving.
country.
Yeah. So for a long time, he held out hope that there might be some isolated pockets of thylacines still alive somewhere. But
That just really liked him and let him see them.
right. And so he thinks that they could have survived on like kangaroos or like already dead things, but like with the way that people have grown in the area and like civilization has grown in the area, he's not confident that there are any left today. But there are a bunch of sightings that he's like, the vast majority are a flash across the road after the bar closing down on a Friday night. Like people see them not in their right state of mind most of the time.
Drunk people out here seeing critters.
Yep. Which, I mean, drunk people see critters.
Yeah, like being drunk doesn't preclude you from being able to see a critter. A critter can happen upon you when you're drunk.
Yeah. But you can also misidentify a critter
Right.
if you're so drunk.
If you're drunk, that critter
Um,
could just be a dog.
Yeah. But Narding does not believe that there are any left at this point. He thinks
So when was his sighting?
in 86.
Okay, so he thinks that his
82.
sighting was a
82.
real, credible, genuine sighting.
Yeah.
But that since then, based on the growth in the area, that there aren't any more.
Yeah. So like he thinks that maybe some of the sightings have been legitimate, but like there have been less and less and less sightings being reported.
Yeah.
And so especially like ones that could have
Right,
credibility,
that are from credible sources.
that he doesn't think there's any more left.
That's very sad.
So next we're going to talk about the Embergs, Buck and Joan Emberg.
That's a fun name.
Right, it's a good name.
I just took the marble out of my marble mash.
What a choice.
I'm putting it back in. Sorry.
So they were retired university teachers who lived near Lilydale. It was a rainy night, and they were driving home when, according to Buck, There in the light stood a mother thylacine and a baby thylacine right next to the road. He says, I braked and missed them, and as I pulled in, said to Joan, don't say anything until you've thought this through, but are you sure of what we just saw? She paused for 15 seconds. I just saw 2 tigers. That's what I saw. We turned around, hoping to see them again, but they had moved on.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Those are university professors. And he's like, think really, really hard before you answer my question.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. It's like, before I say what I think that was, you say what you thought it was.
It's like when we go, I heard a noise.
What did you hear?
What did you hear?
Yeah. Next person has a really fun name. Laurel Shakespeare.
Oh my God.
Shakespeare last name.
Oh my God.
Spelled correctly.
Kin.
So Shakespeare saw a thinnish looking thylacine near a
Hunky.
shack somewhere in either Australia or Tasmania called the Great Lakes, which is not our Great Lakes.
No. That would be funny.
That would be
it's
crazy
like-
to see
it's
one
like
in fucking
Thylacine
Michigan.
in the States.
To see one in fucking Michigan. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, no, it'd be crazy to see one at the Great Lakes. Saying Michigan specifically made it even funnier. Like, yeah, could you imagine in
Fucking
Michigan?
Michigan.
Yeah, there are hot weather animals in fucking Michigan.
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 The fucking UP.
Yeah.
Fucking Upers of.
But so Laurel was with her mother and the owner of the shack that they were at when the animal appeared in the middle of the day on a big ridge behind the shack. It just stood there, and we stood there, and then it flipped around and walked off.
And
like
he looked
Bigfoot
at me.
being like,
Yeah. And
And
I looked at him, and he looked at me.
and I looked at him.
Um,
Yeah, it's like Bigfoot just looking over her shoulder, being like,
what the fuck are you doing? And she recounts feeling scared, like a kid seeing something that wasn't supposed to exist.
well,
well,
Yep.
that is what happened.
She told her mom, she was like, that was a Tasmanian tiger. And mom goes, yes, and we're not telling people.
Yes, don't talk about it. So you said her name was whatever Shakespeare, and you said and her mom, and I went Anne Hathaway.
Yep. The next people, the next person, Ted Castle.
I wonder if he lives in a castle.
No.
Damn.
Most probably not. Ted Castle's father was a tiger hunter.
Doug Castle.
Yeah. They quote, they used to roar out the back of Cranbrook at night.
They roar?
They make a noise. I was not able to find a
Look, I'm not.
sound, but there's like it's like a ah kind of noise. Yeah, people describe it as
The
all
AC just
sorts
clicked
of
on.
shit.
What's that smell?
I don't smell anything. All I can smell is my tea.
It's like a.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's kind of like laundry.
I don't know.
I haven't smelled it the other times the AC has come on. That's the only reason I commented on it.
No, that's fair.
So
Sorry.
Ted Castle never saw a wild Tasmanian tiger, but his dad did and caught many of them and killed many of them.
His dad, a bastard.
You have a question?
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe you went over this earlier and I am but an idiot. Pourquoi thylacine?
Scientific name?
Yeah, I think scientific name.
Shouldn't. It's just another name for them,
Excuse
I
you?
think. Sorry.
Okay, I mean, I guess because in my head, like, if you just hear thylacine, my brain thinks of fish, like, which
Yeah.
is silly. But like, I was just curious if there was like a reason that they go by thylacine rather than because like to me like the more cryptidy, goofy name is Tasmanian tiger.
Right.
Thylacine makes me think of a different creature.
Yeah.
But that's just personal. It was really just a curiosity question.
Yeah.
I think it's just scientific name.
I think it's just, yeah. I agree.
But I don't know because it wouldn't be its full scientific name because it would have to have 2 parts
Yeah.
unless it's like a moose.
So-
Because moose is
Moose.
alcis
So
or
the
alcus is its
the full scientific name or the scientific name, not the full
yeah.
Animalia cordata,
Right.
whatever, is Thylacines cynocephalus.
Okay. So thylacine comes from that, and it's just a name, I guess.
I was really just curious because
Which
I
is
we,
fair.
Good curiosity.
like the whole time we've been talking because you know they're the people that are doing that, the people that are like looking in the whatever time frame,
People
the
are hunting 'em.
60s, are calling themselves tiger hunters,
Yeah.
and we're never mind.
your turn to not be able to speak.
Colloquially, nope.
Colloquially.
Known as like a tiger.
Yeah.
Look, me and Chris can't say paleontological. I just did it not wrong, not right again.
Yeah, I was like, that's a different
Paleontological?
word.
Yeah, paleontological. We can't say that, and Mackenzie can't say colloquially. So we'll get through it together as a unit.
But Ted's father had a tiger tied up as a pet. And so he kept it
Do you have
in the
Ted's
yard.
father's name?
No.
Doug.
Damn. I'm just gonna keep calling him Doug.
It had gotten into like the farm's killing shed to eat the guts.
The guts.
And was like, well, this is mine now. You wandered in here. You live in the yard now.
It wants your guts.
So did they feed it the guts whenever they slaughtered critters?
I'm assuming so. But it also doesn't sound like it was around for too terribly long.
Well,
That's not surprising.
probably
Yeah.
being abused.
It's almost like you shouldn't keep wild animals
As
a
pets.
pet.
So the next person is called Cotton, Jackson Cotton.
Cotton.
He claims that the Thylacines liked to eat wallabies and possums.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
They
Um,
ate their kin.
Yeah. Ate other marsupials. But also liked merino sheep.
That's a wool that people like.
It is a wool that people like. Yeah. It's a very
What kind of content warning would you like to put out?
gore.
For gross.
For gross. Come back in like 10 seconds.
Hit that skip ahead 15 seconds button.
Yeah. So it's a less messy killer than dogs. Had a taste for vascular tissue.
Ew.
Preferring lungs, hearts, and livers. The tiger would tear out the jugular vein, suck the rest of the blood, then ripping a piece of flesh from the shoulder, discard the rest.
You can come back now. That's gross, though.
Yeah, icky.
Nice.
They're bloody killers.
It's almost like they're animals
Yeah.
who gotta eat them foods.
Yeah, but
gotta
they
eat them
really are
foods.
going for like odd parts.
Yeah.
But if that is bloop, it is one of those things that it makes sense as a development, like especially if there are other predators that eat other parts of the animal,
Right.
and leave those behind, or if it's like I can eat this, and then as the ecosystem works, something else eats the rest of it. Like it is one of those that it's like it's an adaptation that isn't like super logical at first. You're like, that's a weird thing. Did they only eat like vascular tissue and organs? But when you think of like what other critters are going for, which is mostly muscle tissue,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So that's all we have from Cotton. Next we have Alf Graham.
Hi, Alf Graham.
So Alf is talking about his father, who also was a tiger hunter. The tigers used to eat his sheep out where, like, the person doing these interviews is on this person's property with them.
Right.
And so, like, this piece of land is a, like, generational, like,
Mm-hmm.
his father lived there, he lives there now, his kids will live there.
My father and his father before him.
Yeah. And so the tigers used to eat his sheep over where the willows are. It's always said that the very last tiger was trapped by him with one of these and brings 2 spring traps. Very similar to bear traps.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bit smaller, but the journalist who did these interviews wrote a really good sentence. He describes Alf laying out these traps side by side and setting the traps, metal jaws agape, awaiting the tread of an animal that may or may not any longer exist.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, is kind of poetic and cool. It's
Yeah.
neat.
It's like we're gonna put him out for something that may or may not be there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like ginkgo trees. Ginkgo trees evolved specifically for an animal that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But there are only a handful of these traps left, let alone in working order. And so recently, somebody from the Victoria Museum in Melbourne
Mm-hmm.
had come to Alf's property to look at the still existing
Twaps.
traps that are in working condition. So next we're going to get into a couple more contentious sightings that they have more information, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's...
They have more information, but they're a little less credible.
I'm not sure if they're less credible or the same amount credible.
Okay.
They just have more information that confuses
You?
me and seemingly a fair amount of people who have looked into this.
Okay.
Tell us.
So the Adamsfield Thylacine, this is in Tasmania in 1990.
The year Ryan was born.
brother.
So Colonel Bailey published an account saying 1 or 2 hunters accidentally killed a Tasmanian tiger near Adamsfield in 1990.
Liar. They did it on purpose, and they're trying to not get in trouble.
Probably.
I was like, that part could be contentious because they probably killed it on purpose.
So the part of this that he got was 2 photographs that only showed the feet of the animal.
Okay.
So like they did not take a picture of the entire animal,
Just Pete's.
just the feet.
I wonder if they did. Like, to me, taking pictures of the feet sounds like, we took pictures of every inch of this thing,
Probably.
but something happened and only the feet ones came through.
Maybe, yeah.
Because that's like to me, taking pictures of the feet sounds like we're going to take pictures of every detail
Yeah.
to prove.
We
Look at these
shot
feet.
one. Yeah.
Feets are weird. Look at these feets.
And so he acquired the 2 photographs of the feet of this critter.
The rest of them didn't come out in development.
Yeah, that also could be possible. And so these photographs were shared in a documentary that wasn't aired until the 2000s, but it was recorded in the 90s.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
No.
Damn. We should try and find it.
It would be cool to find it. Well, I'll have to do more research to like
Find the name of it.
find the name of it.
Yeah.
Because this information and this analysis has come from somebody who has an entire website dedicated to exclusively thylacines.
Nice.
And this person seems super, super cool and seems like he lives in the area.
Our area?
No.
Tasmania.
The
Tasmania.
Tasmania area.
The area with the tigers. And so also wrote a book about the feet of the picture of the feet of the thylacine, I guess.
Is that the name of the book?
Yeah,
The picture
definitely.
of the feet of the
I
thylacine?
have no fucking idea. The Thylacine Research Unit, TRU, published a
Nice.
filmed interview with Stan Rusty Morley, who claimed that the incident related to a thylacine he found that was already deceased in 1990.
He killed it.
And so, yeah. So some sources say the animal was killed, and others say, oh, it was just found dead.
Sounds like he killed it.
But yeah,
Also, I bet you that guy has red hair.
Oh, I bet.
His name's Rusty.
Yep.
And
But
his first name is not Russell.
right.
So he's got red hair.
Or a mechanic.
Or a mechanic.
Or a mechanic. But all sources agree there was a dead thylacine at some point.
Okay.
And so the picture, I guess we can pop the picture up here, and then it'll also be on social media. There was, so the picture from the documentary is a picture of the pictures. And so there is some confusing visual information happening in the pictures of the picture.
Got it.
Because in the picture that is in the documentary, there is very clearly a critter foot in this picture.
The foot of a creature.
But that critter foot is sitting on top of the pictures that have the
What?
critter foot on there.
What? So there is a...
So the pictures... So this person who runs
Picture?
this website, yes, Critterfoot, picture of that.
Picture has critter foot in it.
Correct.
Foot. Photograph.
Yeah.
Weird.
Bad.
The person who runs this website, it's called
Thylacines.net.
Where Light Meets Dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's way cooler than
It's really cool.
Thylacines.net. Which is what I said.
His theory for what is going on is that it is a picture of those original pictures with the foot of a thylacine specimen that is housed at Victoria Museum in Melbourne.
Okay.
And so he thinks that those pictures were at the museum
Okay.
being compared to a
An
known
actual foot.
specimen
Yeah.
of a thylacine.
Do they look the same?
The pictures in the background are so
Bad.
distorted
Can't tell.
that this person on their website has like traced out like, I think this is the foot. Here are like maybe the foot pads, and like here's where some like fur is maybe, and it's like, brother, what the fuck is going on?
What is this?
But so that is the Adamsfield thylacine.
Okay.
Seems sketch-tastic.
You know, like it's like, well, everybody agrees there was a tiger,
Right.
but like,
But we only got pictures of the little toe beans.
yeah,
And somehow those pictures ended up at a museum in Melbourne, and then, but
we're compared to a specimen there, but like those pictures do not exist at that museum,
yeah,
and there's not
what happened?
like digital record really.
What happened here?
Yeah, what's going on? There's fishy shit happening.
There's some provenance.
Your
Tracking.
metadata is skewed.
Yeah.
There's some provenance tracking issues.
And so all of these have been in Tasmania.
Right.
Up
There
in,
was one that was in Australia, you thought.
yeah, there's one that might be Australia, might be Tasmania. I'm just not sure where the Great Lakes are.
Right.
So this one is 1985 in Western Australia.
Okay.
Southwestern Australia, there had been a growing number of reports of people seeing thylacines
Fascinating. And this was in the 80s?
in 1985.
Okay.
And so there were so many reports coming in that the Western Australian government took steps to investigate.
Right.
They hired an Indigenous tracker, Kevin Cameron,
Hi, Kevin.
who was
Hi,
contracted
Kevin.
to go look for it. Go track one down, figure it out, what's going on out there.
Yeah.
And he submitted a series of photographs supposedly showing a Tasmanian tiger digging at the, like, behind, like, the root of a tree.
Okay. Digging a hole.
Digging a hole. And so in these pictures, the animal's back and tail are visible. It's when I looked at the picture, I was like, the stripes that are on there look like shadows. They don't look
Okay.
as
So they look like shadows from the tree that this dog is under?
yeah, and like it had a weird fucking tail,
Right.
but no, it looked odd. It did not look like it was just laying there on the ground, but it did not look like it was being like flexed like upwards or something. It looked like it was at a weird straight angle.
Which is what the Tasmanian tiger's tail is supposed to be like, right?
There's kind of it goes out like this.
Okay.
This was like cocked up. So like if this is the butt
Ah.
of the animal,
Yeah.
it was like cocked up like this, but otherwise was straight.
Okay. That's weird.
And so I was like, I don't know what that is, but I don't
Maybe
think
it's a
that's what it
wonkus
is.
thylacine.
Could
or
be
or a dog with a fucked up tail.
yeah, like it could be any number of things. But I looked at the stripes and I was like, those don't look as clearly defined as every other specimen
Right.
that exists.
Right.
Because we do have record of the thylacines from that area from 3,000 years ago. There was a mummified thylacine that was discovered, and it still had patches of fur, including the stripes.
That's so neat.
It's really neat. It's a really cool specimen, and there will be a picture up on social media.
Nice.
And so, like, even that 3,000-year-old specimen retained its stripes. And so this one just doesn't, in my personal opinion, does not look stripy enough for me to be like, yeah, I agree. That is for sure a thylacine.
Fair.
And at no point do we get anything more than like the back quarter of this animal. And it is low to the ground, like it's not standing.
Right, because it's digging a hole.
It's digging a hole. And so it looks like it's just kind of like butt on the ground. But it's got this weird tail at a strange angle. And the photographer, the Kevin Cameron, has been more than willing to talk to people about it.
Right.
And describes his like tracking of the animal and this and that.
In like a defensive way, or in like a this is what I did. Do you know what I mean? Like in a, are you trying too hard to defend what is probably fake?
Unsure.
Can I make a really dumb joke that I was gonna say? So it's a thylacine, right? Is what we've been calling them.
Yeah.
And I was like, homophone for scene is seen, like seeing something. So I said, this isn't a thylacine. This is a thylasaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's adjacent. It's a thylasaw.
But so from the beginning, like from even before he got the pictures of it, he was like, well, they're super alert animals. Like they're hard to get close enough to
Right.
get any sort of identification.
Which is fair.
Yeah, which is super fair of skittish animals where it's like, no, I can't go get a good picture of XYZ because they won't let you close to them before they run away.
Me too.
And so, like, he claims that the only reason that he was able to get these closer pictures was because it was
Digging a hole.
completely,
In a hole.
like, yeah, digging a hole.
Yeah. Couldn't hear him. Couldn't see him. It's digging a hole.
Yeah.
Head in ground, butt
and-
in air.
Digging
Yeah. And so people have concluded that maybe this is a juvenile. Maybe this is like
baby.
a little guy.
Baby.
Maybe they don't have stripes when they're as small.
Developmental strips.
Right. So like it could be something that they
They
get
grow
with
like
age.
they like darken over.
Right. I mean, it's
time.
like chickens.
Yeah.
Right. Like I mean, again, I'm like, it's
And,
like, it's like this completely other kind of animal.
and like, but like,
But, like,
cats
that's a
do
thing.
that too.
Yeah,
like
like-
baby cats.
critters, and that's like a thing with
Like I bet Thorn's stripes get more prominent as he gets a little bit older.
and like there are some species like breeds of dog where like when they're little, it's like, oh, they're like golden retrievers, right? Are like really, really white when they're puppies, and then it's like, oh, how toasted are they gonna get
Yeah.
as they get older? And it's like, oh, like that's a golden now, where it was like a white puppy.
Right. And like Dalmatians. They're born
Right, they're,
white.
They're born no spots,
and then they develop spots.
They
their spots
get
can-
polka dots.
unless they don't.
Yep.
Then they're an albino.
So, there are questions as to what this critter is, if it even is a thylacine. If it is, maybe it's a baby, maybe it's a juvenile. But other people have considered that maybe this is a thylacine. It might be dead, though.
Oh,
In
it's
the
dead
picture.
in the picture.
And so some of the theories behind why the tail looks the way that it
Is
is
that it's been manipulated?
is the rigor mortis, is that the tail was sitting at a funny angle. And so whenever it was put there to get a picture of it, the tail maintained that funny angle.
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. It's no fun. And so this one specifically has a lot of like, is it not? Like, what is that? Because again, the stripes are not super clear.
Yeah.
And it's a series of like, I think 3 or 5 photographs. And in some of them, it's like, oh, the shadows on the tree have changed pretty dramatically.
Oh.
How long has it been sitting there?
Yeah. To get these pictures.
Yeah.
Dogs don't dig holes for days.
Dogs don't dig holes for days.
Dogs don't dig holes for hours.
No. And so there's just an uncertainty about what it is
That's
and
fair.
how those pictures were taken.
How those pictures were acquired.
Because, like, this guy obviously is out in the bush
The boosh.
with nobody else around.
The boosh.
And so he could do whatever he wants out there,
Right.
and there's nobody else to contest his story.
Right.
And so people have done some statistical modeling on the predicted chance that thylacines are still around.
Okay.
And it's about a 50-50 shot. But
Hey, that's better than what I expected you to say.
yeah. Or 50-50 shot between the 90s and the 2000s
Okay.
that they still existed.
yeah.
The odds that they still exist today in the 2020s
Has gone
is
down.
extremely low.
Yeah.
Because while civilization had grown exponentially at that point, it's grown even more since then.
Yeah.
So I personally think that they're still around.
They're out there.
I think there's still enough stories recently enough that they could still be out there and we just don't see them.
Can I tell you a thing that's related?
Yeah.
About that. So when I went to go see Josh Gates
Yeah.
live and in person, in the Q&A, section, I was like, I have a question that I want to ask, and it's a very, very specific question.
Mm-hmm.
And that question was, what is the most compelling piece of evidence that you've ever acquired?
Ooh, okay.
And his answer was, when he went to somewhere, I don't remember where it was, to go looking for this cryptid
Yeah.
that he was looking for, they set up all these trail cameras. On the trail cameras, they did not catch any evidence of the cryptid.
Yeah.
They also didn't catch any evidence of this other predator that they know exists in that jungle.
Yeah.
There are these like cats, like some kind of cat critter.
Mm-hmm.
And in the town that he was going to, people had trail cameras and they were like, yeah, we've only caught like 2 pictures of these cats ever.
Yeah.
And they are a known, genuine, real, scientifically named, discovered, whatever species.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if these people have only ever caught pictures of these cats that we know are there
For sure.
twice,
Yeah.
who am I to say that this other thing doesn't exist? That
Yeah.
people have said they have seen just as much as they've said they've seen these cats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thick jungle, right? So, like, that's my
Yeah.
thing with this is it's like people are saying they're seeing it.
Mm-hmm. People are saying they're seeing
People
it.
are saying they're seeing it, and that's a really specific thing.
Yeah.
That
like,
doesn't look like sure, I guess like there are some dogs
yeah.
that it could be, and like they don't look like dingoes. I was gonna say like maybe it's a dingo that people are seeing.
Dingoes aren't on Tasmania.
Oh, dingoes aren't on Tasmania. You're right, but like the Australian
Yeah.
ones. But still, dingoes look different than this.
Dingoes
Dingoes are a
look like
different
dogs.
shape. They look like a normal ass dog. That is why I am also on the like I think they're still around, and
Yeah.
we just haven't scientifically found them yet.
You know, and so something that I learned through this process is what the equivalent size of Tasmania is.
Okay,
Do you have a guess about how big Tasmania is?
Vermont.
Vermont,
California.
California. It's the size of Ireland.
Okay,
And so, like,
it's not tiny,
it's not tiny. It's not a little bitty island.
and there is a lot of bush.
There's a lot of bush. And, like, even with how much civilization is there, there's still a significant amount of, like,
Untouched
jungle.
Yeah.
And so, like, Ireland is full of all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't Tasmania also have enough secrets?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm on board.
yeah.
I 100%. And this is always one of those things that I'm like, I'm like iffy about even calling it a cryptid. Like, I just think that they were wrong when they said that it went extinct.
Right.
Like, I don't even think that this is a. Because there's like some people who I was trying to figure out how a better way to say this. There is some belief that the coelacanth did go extinct and came back.
Fascinating.
Not that it just has always been there and we were wrong. Right? I think that this is just they were wrong
Yeah.
when they were like, yeah, no, they went extinct in the 60s.
Yeah.
And it's like, did you look hard?
How hard did you look?
How hard did you look when you said that?
Yeah.
Like, did you just go like, oh yeah, Bill said he killed one, the last one.
Yeah.
We believed him. They're all gone now.
Mm-hmm. Right. So what did y'all learn? What do you think? I mean, we've already gone over what you think. What do you think, Mackenzie?
I think they're probably still around. I mean, there's no reason to believe that they're not. There's not enough evidence to say that they're for sure gone. If the 30s was when they're going to declare the last one in captivity died, but they were still claiming, like, there were still regular sightings for years and years.
Right.
And, like, yeah, maybe there's only a couple hundred or less, and they're just really good at hiding.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we've seen that with birds, like
Yeah.
rare birds and, like, things on the endangered list. It's like there is, like, 2, and they're really good at hiding. Like, you have to, like, know pretty exactly where to look to even find them. I learned everything. I didn't know anything about thylacines. I'm not going to even try to, like, pretend that I did. I did not. I knew not. truly knew not going into this episode. I thought we were going to talk about a fish. I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought we were talking about a fucking fish. And I was like, weird fish, dude. Sounds good. And then you went tiger. And I was like, fuck.
What?
Yeah. And they're not that's one of those things that I'm like, I wonder, I know it's because stripe,
Yeah.
but they are dog. Like, they are dog head. Like, they're not dog, but they look more like dog than like cat.
Yeah.
So, but they were like, only stripe thing we have is tiger. So they're tiger.
They're tiger. They're not zebra.
They're not
no
zebra.
hooves.
They're
so
not horse.
The only other striped thing is a tiger.
So, I don't know. I learned a lot. You did a great job. I think they're still around.
I learned a lot of that. Like, I knew the basics of it. Like, that, like, oh, they went extinct. I didn't know about Benjamin. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she's having a good time in Thylacine heaven. I was gonna say something else. Oh, like the specific sightings were interesting because I didn't know. I knew like, oh, they've been sighted all over the place.
Yeah.
But I didn't know any like specific stories, which is cool. And yeah, I learned that there are Thylacines still out there. And if you're listening out there, Thylacines,
If you're listening,
if you're a Thylacine and you're listening, send
keep
us an email.
hiding.
Keep hiding, but let us know. We won't tell anybody, but just
It'll
let
be
us know
just
that
for
you're out
us.
there.
Sweet. I think that's all we have to know about Thylacines, at least for now, until somebody finds another one.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if it happens.
We'll let you know. You know what? I did promise them that we wouldn't tell you if they emailed us, but there will
Right.
be signs.
There will be signs.
We may not tell you directly. There will be signs.
There will be signs. Like if we win the lottery, I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. If a Thylacine emails us, we won't tell you.
There will be signs.
There will be signs.
We'll just make a trip to Tasmania, maybe.
Yeah. We'll just start cryptically posting about Tasmania and Australia. People will be like, "What's going on?
What's happening?
Well, we're going to the Victoria Museum," and they're going to be like,
Huh?
"Why?"
It's like, well, listen to episode 72.
Oh, Thylacine.
All right, bye. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is for weirdos.
Are you a weirdo?
Thursdays are for the phenomena.